Hello, welcome to the first video for mixtapes and mistakes. It said, give me the music knowledge that I got, such as it is. So, we just did this. I'm in the middle of this series. It's the New Year, New Me series. The other playlist, which is involved in this series, is more like a workout playlist. It's on the other channel. I'm probably going to move that over here so that you can get that thing. This playlist, which is more general motivation and stick-to-itiveness, is already on the channel. It's the first playlist on the channel. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to this channel because this is what we're kind of doing. I'm going to set up, I've got a podcast that I'm going to do probably next week. More on the larger, like just more full on all these songs, like in depth, kind of how they fit the topic. How they fit together, and we can talk about like probably best songs for workouts, best songs that kind of get you uplifted or motivated. This list really isn't definitive. It's just this is my list. It's not even a definitive list for me. The way I kind of put these lists together is I get a topic. I usually have a song I want to build the topic around, and then we try to come up with songs that kind of fit with that song or flow in a playlist, and really just express the topic, whether it's love or breakups or Thanksgiving or Mother's Day, and in the future there are going to be some playlists by. We're going to do kind of a in-depth retrospective of a bunch of these bands who decided to come out of the woodwork this year. Bikini Kill, like a bunch of people come like Bikini Kill. There's a bunch of bands that I thought were like dead and gone. Bikini Kill's the one that's in my head right now because it's the one I just did not see coming back. The only one that Black Crowes is back this year, and they're doing a whole tour on Shake Your Moneymaker. And given the way that band kind of exploded on stage, I'm kind of shocked on that. The only band I think that would be less likely to get together for a summer tour is Smashing Pumpkins. But I might end up even doing a topic on that, on bands who will not get back together for a whole bunch of reasons. But this topic is just motivational songs to keep track of, to keep you motivated this year for getting through your resolutions. This list was kind of centered around the first song I kind of found was Brave by Sarah Bareilles. It's just kind of that, really getting you going, poppy, middle of the road type song. And a bunch of these songs are like that. Natasha Bedingfield's song Unwritten is like that. And that's kind of the beginning of the list. And then I got to the song that ended up tying this whole list together was probably Death Cab's New Year, because a lot of people look at the New Year and just go, it's just like last year. If I get to become better, then I get to become better. If I don't, then I don't. But I have to want to do it, which is really what the song's kind of about. I included, because I just think it's a great song. It's one of those kind of stand the test of time for motivation. Everybody's Free to Rest Sunscreen. And it's so interesting to me how that song, it's one of those niche songs that should be, it's for a specific thing, that more people don't play in that specific situation. Like, more people don't play that song at graduations, which is what that song's really for. Or I don't know what other situations you play that song in, but it's almost specifically a graduation song. But nobody plays it. It's a song like when you hear it, you're like, oh, I remember that song from the 90s. But it's much less a song more than a spoken word track. But I think it's one of those things that every time you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, I should probably take that into account. So that's that song. Um, and it's like it's a 10 song set. I think it's a good like easy 10 songs. Get in and out, hear it, and you go on with your day. The third set, because this was just general motivation and kind of just keeping going, being upbeat like that. The third set, which I haven't figured out what the third thing I was going to do, like because there's what the third thing in this series is going to be, whether it was going to be money. I'm not going to do relationships as a third one because I'm going to save that playlist for Valentine's Day. I think those two playlists are kind of super similar. I'm tempted to do something similar that I did with the Saturday night and Sunday morning playlist, and that playlist was about taking a listener through a Saturday night, much like the Counting Crows album that I took it from, or I took the idea from. It's the beginning of your Saturday night when you're hooking up with your friends, and you're going out and you're excited, and then you do all the drinking, and then there's that moment at 11:30 or 12:30 or 1:30 where you're like, I gotta go home. How's that gonna work out? And then the Sunday morning part of that playlist was a lot of songs about self-reflection, songs about trying to put your mind together, not just from the night before, but just putting your mind, just where is your life? But I've liked the concept of telling a story about a situation, and so I might do that with the Valentine's Day playlist, of the idea of what is it really like to fall in love? Like, how does that all feel? Like, is it just the butterflies in your front when you first see somebody, and then you go on some dates, and then you find you fall in love, and then that love lasts forever? Or is there a breakup? Is the end of that playlist songs from a relationship ending, and then there are a couple of songs after that going, I miss that person, can I have them back? And that's, in a way, that I think that might be interesting, because I think you might be able to find a lot of different songs from a lot of different genres that cover that idea. So that's kind of the plan for that. It's one of the things I'm toying with, but I didn't want to do relationships as the third segment in this series, because I felt like what I would come up with would be too similar. So if you have any ideas for that, like I said, it might be money, and I might build a list around Pink Floyd's Money, which might be kind of interesting when I think about it. That might actually work. I might do that. If you have any other suggestions, you'll throw them out there, and I'll do that as the third segment if money doesn't stick out to me. I love that song, though. Because there's money, and there's probably the Bullet Boys cover of Love Money. That's really just the cover of the OJ song, which I think is really good. But that's the first three songs off the top of my head. I gotta figure out what the other ones would be. Maybe Take This Job and Sub It if you're thinking about getting coming up with a new job in the new year. That might be a thing. I'm working on that. That's probably, I might work on that. So this is MisTake 1. We're gonna refine this. We're gonna try to get better at it. Hopefully this isn't horrible. There's gonna be a podcast soon. I've got that mostly set up. It's where it's gonna be longer versions of more in-depth conversations than just trying to pop in and pop out on YouTube. So let me know what you think. Let me give me your ideas for this list down there in the comment section below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace.